Ladies and gentlemen, my boy Perkaholics Gaming is showing us how to do the moon Easter egg on round 1, and I will soon be doing a gameplay on my main channel of actually doing it with him. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see how it actually works though. So
we were actually able to beat the entire Easter egg on round 1.
Wow. What an accomplishment.
After weeks and many resets.
I should also say this is not possible on Black Ops 1, only on Black Ops 3 with the capabilities of the Gobblegum. Shout out to the Gobblegum.
We finally got the proper RNG to finish this Easter egg without progressing through any rounds.
Lucky, man. Wow.
So today, we're going to go over how we finally got this accomplishment of blowing up the Earth on round 1.
Let's get it, man. Oh, this is so cool. This has never been done before, man. And also, I have to say, big shout out to No Thumbs Crew and Maniac Killer. These guys, and Hero X Golden as well. These guys are the ones that made this round 1 theory possible and then actually made it work. Like, that is just what makes this game so good with the Gobblegums. Gets me excited for BO6, man. Sheesh!
Alright, before we
Let's
get into
it,
I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Maniac Killer of No Thumbs
the boys,
Crew,
the
Hero
boys,
X Golden,
yes.
and Glitching.
And I probably will be doing this Easter egg with a couple of them. I think we'll do a 4-player.
And having the patience to do this. All their channels are going to be linked in the description below.
Let's get it, man. This is exciting.
So first things first. We all brought in Power Back, Immolation Liquidation, Cashback, Shopping Free, and Raindrops for Gobble.
Yeah, Raindrops Co-op has become one of the best Gobblegums ever. Power Vac is interesting because it lasts 4 rounds, but you're only ever on 1 round. Immolation makes so much sense for the RNG, for getting the wave gun. The Gersh device, the QED, max ammos, yeah, sure. Shopping Free is a must to open up the map, so this is probably the best 5.
Gums.
Yeah.
Knowing that each of us are only going to get 3 hits the whole game, as we are not progressing through any rounds.
Yeah.
And before we teleport up to the moon, we stay in Area 51 and get points until we are all close to having about 3k.
And that is amazing, because yeah, genuinely, you could stay there forever, but obviously it's better to just leave and grab as many points as you can without pack punching anything.
So we can hit for more Gobblegums and open up the map.
Big 3K.
And turn on power on round 1.
Okay.
Now, this is the hardest RNG part here. After we turn on the power, we let the announcer speak about power being on in Biodome, Tunnel 6, and Tunnel 11 and all that. And right after that, there's a slim chance of the announcer calling one of the excavators down, and an even slimmer chance of it being Excavator
on round
Pi
1
to cut open Tunnel 6, which is what we need on round 1 to do this Easter egg.
So to give you an idea, right? Not only does he need to hit a 1 out of 3 chance, a 33% chance to get Excavator Pi and not get the Tunnel 11 Excavator or the Biodome Excavator, he also needs to hit it on round 1. Like, I don't even know how much more difficult that makes it, but trying to do that is insane. And if they don't get Excavator Pi, they cannot do the Easter egg. It's an instant reset. And he was telling me that he was resetting for 12 hours a day for multiple days in the week. That is mad. Wow.
I guess there's only like a 3% chance of this.
3%. So yeah, 33% for the 1 and 3, and then an extra 1/10 of that for a 3%. That's mad. So this makes it one of the luckiest Easter eggs ever done.
On one to actually happen. So every game we didn't get Excavator Pi on round 1, we had to reset and start all over in Area 51, getting our points to try again.
That's crazy.
This is the hardest part of this Easter egg being done on round 1, to get very lucky enough to get that 3% chance of Excavator Pi right after we turn on power.
Wow.
This is why it takes weeks of resets just to even be able to start this Easter egg.
And there it is. Let's see it when they get it. This is a huge moment.
Let's go.
Wow.
I got some 5 assists for those guys.
That
after we hear the beautiful
weeks of resetting just to hear a voice line. No other game does it like COD, man. That's
the glorious
crazy.
Voice of the announcer call to Excavator Pi. We are ready to start progressing through the Easter egg and get the gums we need.
Right.
The gum that was most useful first was Immolation Liquidation. Of course.
And yeah, you definitely need to have everybody hitting this, because there's literally a chance, even on 4-player, that you have 4 people spinning the box all at the same time and not getting the wave gun, QED, and the Gersh. The nicest thing, though, is doing this on co-op. You don't have to worry about swapping. I know one of the players in this game, Hero X Golden, did this solo, which means that he had to get the Gersh, then the QED, and then back to the Gersh, all on round 1. How? When you can only get 3 Gobblegums? That's insane.
We
That's
can get the items from
insane.
the box that are required for this Easter egg,
Like, what
which
the
are Gersh
frick?
devices, the wave gun, and QEDs.
Wow.
It's best for multiple people to get QEDs, but we will get into that later.
Yeah.
Also, in the meantime, we start to progress through the Easter
Do the
egg
first
steps that
step,
we can
Samantha
do.
says.
Like Samantha
Yep.
says near spawn.
Then the
And
hacker.
the hacker step
Yep.
in the labs. Then we also are going down to Area 51 after hitting the box for Gershes
getting the
and
plates,
weapons, so
yep.
that we can pick up the plates for the computer step down there.
Then
And also
QED.
get as many points as we can for later.
Of
if we need to
course.
hit the
Oh,
box
that's
or
so
hack power-ups
smart.
to get max ammos.
Yeah, it's infinite
After
points.
getting the computer
Really.
step all set up and done, and also the ball floating around from Excavator Pi, getting that down to the pyramid, we are ready to start killing
Wow.
zombies to fill the tubes
Yeah,
with
so
souls.
here's the thing though. Every tube here is 25 zombie souls. How do they get 100 zombies in here? Is it from No Man's Land? How do they do that on round 1? This is the part I don't get.
This is the next hardest part, I'd say, of RNG. To get enough zombies to fill the first tube and then the additional 4 while keeping this game on round 1.
Yeah, how
That's
do you
where
do that?
QEDs come into play.
They spawn zombies, bro. No way.
And that's why I mentioned the more people that have them, the better. Because
Wow.
QEDs have like 30 random effects or so
Yeah, they
that can
do.
happen, and one of those effects happened to be to spawn more zombies. I believe it spawns like 24 or so, but I could be wrong on that. So we start killing zombies next to the tubes to harvest souls being
I don't think you guys realize how insane this is. Like, they got 100 extra zombies to spawn from all those QEDs. And the QED has a 1 in 30 effect. What the frick?
very careful not to knife them and pick up a nuke.
Oh,
by accident,
if
as
you
that
pick
would
up a
end the
nuke, it's
round and
over.
ruin our game.
Yeah.
So as we're
Oh my
killing them next to the
gosh.
tubes, Hero was hanging on to one by the labs door.
Wow.
So we can
What
safely
is
get it
up with Samantha? There's like 500 million versions of her in there.
down to one zombie, as having one zombie left increases the chance of the QED to do its spawn zombie effect.
Oh, wow.
When it got down to 1, we would keep the zombie by the pyramid, while someone would safely throw a QED in the labs, as if the QED was near the zombie, it could easily kill it and end the round.
Yeah,
Now,
and then it could also, kill them with the guns.
this is where it's important to have the right gobblegums for this.
Oh my
as we could throw
gosh.
all of our QEDs and no zombies spawn. So
And then you get max ammos. Yeah, someone can spin max ammos.
now we're in need of max ammos
Yeah,
and to try
wow.
some more QEDs.
Wow.
So Power Vacuum was great for this because we got quite a bit of max ammos just from killing zombies. Or other
Wow.
power-ups that would drop that we could hack into a max ammo for 5 grand when needed.
And that's the other thing about it. You have infinite points with the No Man's Land, and then you have infinite max ammos as long as you have a power up with a hacker. That only Moon you could do this on, man.
We
Wow.
also kept the hacker at its closest spawn location by repeatedly put it back until it went to the right spot, as you want it close by because you don't get all day to hack power-ups.
Right.
Cashback was also helpful when needed, and also raindrops. When we were down to one zombie and had no QEDs left, we hit the raindrops for the max ammo and the fire sales to try and have additional players get QEDs, which I was able to. There's also a max
The chances of all this is just insane. Like, even doing this on a 4-player run, the fact that one of the guys in this game did it solo is even more insane. Like, I can't even imagine
ammo Easter egg
how
we could do
many
once
months it would
as the
take to
last
do this.
resort that we didn't have to do in our game, thankfully. Slowly but surely, we were able to get enough spawns to completely fill the pyramid and continue to progress through the Easter egg.
Wow.
The hard parts are all done now. Richtofen went in and switched souls with Samantha, and we got the round back down to a few zombies. The player who was Richtofen has all the perks now and needs to be
Look how many zombies they have. Like, I thought for sure they would spawn these in through No Man's Land, but no. QEDs, man. Dang.
careful about
Let's
their
go,
Widow's wine
Moon.
grenades, as it could end the round by accident. So it's best to chuck the
This is
Widow's wine
crazy.
grenades and get rid of them,
Right.
or even go to the perk machine
just
and
hack
return
it.
it with the hacker,
Yeah, and you get points for that, too.
just to be safe.
Yep.
So all we had left was the long Samantha Says step
Yeah, and then
throwing
they did
Gersh
it.
at the
Wow.
ball to launch
Oh
the
my
rockets.
gosh.
Making sure the zombies were far away so they didn't get killed by the
Wow.
Gersh. So we were able
Round
to chill in
one
our
Moon
glorious
Easter egg.
moment of watching the Earth blow
That's
up on
crazy.
round 1.
Wow. Dude. Pergologs game round, well done. I've seen a couple of round 1 Easter eggs happen over time, but seriously, this has got to be the most impressive one simply because of how lucky you have to be to just be able to hit this. That is
Once
crazy.
again, huge shout out to Glitching Queen,
Wow.
Hero, and
Yeah,
Maniac.
ladies and gentlemen, definitely check
I
them
don't
out.
think anyone out there has accomplished this besides Maniac.
I don't think so.
And the OG
I've never even heard of
Delta
it.
crew members years ago on
Yeah.
console pulled this off, after a few months of resets.
Wow.
Could be
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to go check them out. I will have them all in the links in the description, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.